different subject with college. You went to IU,
Yep.
right? Now you got a lot of people that say forget about school. You know,
They're
drop
idiots.
out of school.
They're idiots.
So you think they're idiots?
They're idiots.
Tell me why.
If you're going to have and run a business, if you don't understand accounting, you're already behind the 8 ball.
Can't you hire a guy that knows how to
But
run
then
accounting?
they still have to communicate to you, right? I mean, there's people that don't understand the concept of, the difference between profits and cash. Your accountant might tell you you're profitable, but your cash is going down. Not understanding a breakdown. And when you don't,
You think you need college to learn that?
yeah, I think you do, right? Because it may not, for some people, look, if you're so self-motivated that you can take an online course in accounting and teach yourself everything, you're way ahead of the game anyways. But most people aren't. And I'm not saying you have to go to Indiana. I'm not saying go to an expensive school. I don't care if you go to a community college and take accounting and spend $99 for the class. Just, spending the money forces you to be more obligated to do it.
The most valuable thing I learned here, but I learned a lot, but the most valuable was accounting. There's nothing more important. People ask me what they should take in business school or even if they don't go to business school, what they need to know before getting in business, and I tell them, you have to understand accounting. It's the language. I mean, it's like being in a foreign country without knowing the language if you're in business and you don't understand accounting. So you want to get as comfortable with that as you are with the English language.
What advice would you give to a young investor today?
Well, you've got to understand accounting. That's got to be like a language to you. And so yeah, you have to know what you're reading. I mean, and unless you know that language.
Ray, tell Mr. Buffett what you plan to study when you enroll in community college later this year, and I'd like to get Mr. Buffett's reaction as to whether that sounds good to him or not.
Well, I plan to cross major in econ and finance. The 2 degrees are only a couple classes off of each other, and to get both is even better.
Yeah, and Trey, the one thing I'd recommend is you take all the accounting courses that you can find. Accounting is the language of business, and there's nothing like getting it early and sort of getting it into your system. So whenever you get a chance to take an accounting course, jump on it, and it'll make it so much easier, for years and years to come in reading financial statements. You have to get comfortable with it because it is a language all of its own, and getting comfortable in a foreign language in effect takes a little experience, a little study early on, but it pays off big later on.